What is going on, gamers? Welcome to my 170-hour village that I've been working on here in Enshrouded. I'm going to showcase this all for you guys today. Maybe you can pick up some tips and tricks in building things that I've learned along the way. This is my first village that we're going to build. The next one we're going to make is a dwarven underground city, is what I have in mind for sure. So please do me a favor and like this video and consider subscribing. We're going to jump right into a slideshow of before and afters real quick. My name is See-Through, by the way, in case you didn't know, and I play a variety of survival games. And if there's tree chopping and building, I'm there making content on it. So you better believe this is the place you want to be for the best updates, tips and tricks, let's plays, and all that good stuff. If you want to get further involved with the community, check the description for the Discord. Please consider subscribing and join us live on Twitch every night. So let's go ahead and get into it, guys. I appreciate you, much love, and I really appreciate you guys watching my videos. Thank you so much for making all this possible, and we're almost to 17,000 subscribers. I'm done talking now. Let's go ahead and get into the video. Alrighty, so it is time for the full base tour experience here. So we're gonna jump down here and we're gonna take the trail because the trail is kind of part of the town. Gonna head this direction and check out the little old covered up staircase that we worked on last night that still is apparently not working super well, but used the rake and some, 1x8 pieces to kind of give the illusion of a staircase that has been here for years and years, covered up by dust and dirt and everything else. And it leads us up to our pathway up here, where you can see that we've got this super awesome garden with all of these seed beds here for each individual thing. And something cool that I came up with here, if you use the this is like that old rotted wood stuff. It has these like little nibs that you can see that kind of connect each other when you cut a piece out and put a candle in there. It makes a great kind of old school light post looking thing. In the middle here, we've got some wells packed full of all of my veggies and plants and things that we've grown here in the farm. Got a nice little tree in the middle. I put one dirt block down right down there, and it allowed me to grow an entire tree. I thought it was a good centerpiece for the build here. But that's pretty much it for the garden. The pathway, we laid down sandstone pathway for all of this, simply because it matched the actual trail a little bit better than most other blocks do, and went through and added some grass and textures. And pretty much this entire build was built on top of I can show you here real fast, was built up in the sky. So this is kind of where my altar is. It's underneath. So you can see that this entire build is essentially floating, and we terraform the entire outside to where it's all kind of, made to where it looks like it's, supposed to be here type of thing. We went through and raked everything and added a bunch of land. All of this was all stuff we added, and it looks pretty awesome. Also threw in some trees and plants and things like that around, and something I wanted to do but didn't really take full advantage of was add the actual flower dirt in, which is this stuff right here, flower soil. But the thing with the flower soil is it gets rid of the rocky look and just adds like green moss to the floor. Wasn't a huge fan of that. So cut out a few pieces here and there kind of randomly in the pathway to make it have this kind of interesting texture around. I was trying to see if we could damage it to where it has this like kind of broken up look, but unfortunately I learned and found out that it repairs itself. So you can't just leave it like that, because eventually it'll heal itself and then it won't look that way anymore. So kind of an interesting thing that we learned last night. So the first building we're going to start off in is the tavern. A lot of you have seen this tavern already, but for those of you that haven't, this is a 4-story tavern essentially, and we're gonna walk in here. We've got a fully loaded bar with all the cups and drinks and everything. Hopefully they'll add the ability to make like bottles or something like that in the future. We do have glass, but there's not a whole lot we can do with glass right now. But as you can see, we've got the little balcony out here for sitting and eating with all our imaginary friends. And we go upstairs to the where all the magic happens in these little single individual rooms. Pretty cool little idea here. Brown chicken, brown cow, if you know what I mean. And don't bother the random hole in the wall. You can use your imagination on what that might be for. LOL. Up here is just an empty attic. Nothing crazy going on upstairs. Just an empty attic where we can store things if we need to. And then you wrap yourself around the backside and you will find our wine cellar in the back, where we keep all the barrels of wine for the whole town, because wine is king here. And we come back out this direction. That's pretty much the bar. This was my starter house. You know, we had a situation where we were playing on a server. This is the single player world now. We were playing on a server and someone got access to our password and came in and destroyed our base. And this was the first. I grabbed up all my gear. We reloaded the save, grabbed up all my gear, and moved over to the single player world. And this was the first house that we built. We did have the NPCs here, which we still have the carpenter and the hunter over here without anywhere to live just yet. But I think the carpenter is going to be part of the dwarven kingdom that we're going to intend on making here pretty soon. But yeah, this place is just kind of a jam-packed conglomeration of trying to get the highest comfort level I can, even though I'm pretty sure the highest comfort level is 69 and mine's only 45 right now. But regardless, this is where I just keep and store all my things. The hardest part about this build was the ceiling, kind of finding out how to do this weird, you know, triple peak thing in the front with the peaks on the side. It was quite a challenge to try and figure that out for sure. These two blocks go really well together for this like Tudor style house with the flint stone on the bottom and the tethered wood walls, I think it's called, something like that, on the top. I can't remember the names, I apologize. This is the blacksmith shop. Obviously, the blacksmith's over here. We've got 4 charcoal kilns here that are producing, you know, one of 4 of the materials here. Well, I guess it's only 3: charcoal, wood, acid, and tar. We've usually got these rolling all at the same time to try and keep the efficiency at the highest peak. We've got the brick kilns over here to make our flame bricks if we ever need them. And we incorporated the smelters into like a fireplace design that goes all the way up to the, you know, all the way up there. And there's actually a bunch of stone braziers up in the top that's helping us produce smoke up there, which is pretty awesome. Pretty cool little idea. These torches, bronze torches, are expensive, but they look fantastic, and they definitely fit the whole fire forge look that we were going for here. And then next on the pathway, we've got the Great Hall, which this was a very interesting build, and it's obviously huge in comparison to the other ones. So I tried to make it pretty interesting. We added these peak type things to the roof, which really helped bring it out a little bit and make it look a lot less flat. So we've got 2 staircases that go up the sides. Pretty much nothing up here for the most part, but we do have all the windows like kind of cut out and ready for something if I do decide to throw some decor up here or something like that. But we come down the staircases and we head inside, and we've got our nice little great hall eating area where the farmer's located with our grinders and you know, all the other things that, you know, the cook would need. Some chests, oven here, a bunch more chests with food in them. And then we've got just our fireplaces back here in the back room, as well as a little bit more fancier where the mayor eats type of thing up here on the top floor to look down upon the peons down below. But this is essentially the Great Hall. Could still use a little bit more decoration, but for now it's pretty well done, I think. We make our way around here. We've got this like stable type thing where hopefully in the future we can have tames or something. That would be pretty cool. But for now, you know, I just built like I don't even want to talk about it, Trojan horse looking type thing out of wood blocks, I guess. I just wanted to see if I could do it, and I never took it apart. But yeah, we put some wheat right here, kind of give it that hay, dry grass look. which really helped bring it into a stable type of thing, which I think was pretty cool. And then this one is definitely the hardest of all, trying to come up with a way to make a mage tower that doesn't look strange and awkward. This is all roof pieces here. All this right here is all roof pieces. So if you ever want to make some sort of interesting window design, this definitely is a really cool way to do it. And we did that all the way around. We go up inside here. We've just got one basic floor with a balcony here. We use the stone railings. All those over there and over there. It's all stone railings. I know some people have got some questions on what railings I used, but yeah, stone railings for that. We come up here and just the basic essentials for the mage tower stuff. We've got a laboratory, apothecary table, mortar and grinder for charcoal, and gunpowder and things like that, and just a workbench up here. But that is essentially all it is, man. A lot of time, a lot of work. I've had quite a bit of fun. I think we're on like the 14th day that this game's been out, something like that, and powered through the game and just absolutely love the building style, the building mechanics, and I'm super excited to dive into some more building materials. We've got every building material unlocked and a little bit of a stash of everything, and the next thing to do is going to be to find like a cliff face mountainside like these and essentially carve a gigantic dwarven style bronze door into the front, and then hollow out a 160 by 160 by 160 area inside of the mountain. So that's going to be the next project, guys. Please make sure you check me out on Twitch if you can. I would greatly appreciate it. We're getting really close to being partnered on Twitch, and every viewer and watcher and chatter helps out, man. I appreciate you guys so much for all the love and support and making this a full-time career for me. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it, and I hope you enjoyed my friggin' awesome build of our first village here on Enshrouded. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.